pull your arm out. You see how hard he's going to pull his arm out? I'm gone. If he has to work that hard to pull his arm out of that chair,
table grip. You literally did. You said.
he almost basically got off me to try to pull his arm out. Is what I'm saying. If he tried to hold the position and pull his arm out, he would go nowhere. Okay, so I really want you to pay attention to bringing everything into the hip and keeping it nice and tight into that hip. You see if they can kind of pull the arm out without losing their balance. And then at that point, trap the foot. You're going to bridge just like this over the shoulder and then get back on top. You know, one more time, guys. So everybody can see what we're doing, then we're getting to work. Sir.
When you bridge, are you keeping that the whole time?
Keep it the whole time. Never give the arm back. No, get hit by shoot. I know it's early, guys. They bring hip by sweep, arm across the waist, quick. Arm across the waist, please first. That's number one. Then secondly, he's gonna go around the arm and trap. Come around the outside. Trap. Look how he can put his hand back down. Pull everything into the hip, grab nice and tight. Trap that foot, now bridge to me. That's what I want to see. I think you'd ask the black belt. So now everybody else is gonna crush this drill. We know what we're doing? I want twice on each side and then change positions. Make sense? So that way you do one person through the guard, they do it a bunch of times, so the person's mounted, you're doing that sweep a couple of times back and forth, then switch, okay? Let's keep, find somebody that's gonna be good for you to work with, and let's get some reps. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. If there's an odd grouping, just do a group of 3 somewhere. He'll be here, he's just gonna take it. Man, let's keep you guys need some reps, huh? You need some reps. Fucking Oompa, how are you not getting Oompa with the red trap? What is that over the arm stuff?
Because I'm not holding, I'm putting pressure downwards. Oh, no break.
You don't have the pressure of the leverage of the body right now.
If I track here and I roll that way, the arm on the ground.
Move it weight this way, put my hand down. Find me one technique video that shows you trap the arm like that for the Oompa, and I'll give you $1,000.
That's deal? That's so many. There's so many different ways to do that.
Find me one other person that says do what you do, and I'll give you $1,000. I thought so. You got that on video too.
$1,000 bet? What's the bet?
You have to actually do that trap it. So try to match it yourself. So I'll start from here. Remember to run them out. I have to be there anyway. I get to hold his hand in the ground. Make sense?
Oh no, like your leg kind of like ran it up like that. You didn't?
Make sure you all put your feet down on the ground for this week. Put your feet down. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. I can't bridge that high from here. My hips are already up. Now I can get a good bridge, and my bridge is going to be looked. Don't wrap it on the wrist. I don't like that wrap wrist right there. Just pinch your elbow tight so you can't pull arm across the body, right? Arm across the body, arm across the body. Now see what up first. Outside in, outside in. Right away, which side? to the frame. Back on this way. Back on the outside. Yeah, keep your hips up. Back on the outside. Good. That was good release.
Got it.
lean forward. Shoot your arm through. Your arm should be always through. Now look how much you want to do. Now go up. There you go. Bridge on a walkway feet and I'm going to be here. But you're going to let go. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to trap this one first. I'm going to start to pull it so I can get it here. So I don't have to move this elbow that way. And pull it into the hip. Now tap the foot. Now look at me in bridge. So yeah, everything is that same thing. Everybody break. Come on back in. Okay, a couple of things I want to talk about when it comes to technique for these drills. Alright, most important thing when it comes to the mounted position. When you get mounted, you automatically have to have a plan. When I get mounted, I have to have a plan to make that person feel uncomfortable. The mount is a very dominant position. If you just go into, I'm going to let you do what you want to do, and I'm going to escape, it's not going to work out that well. It usually goes downhill fast. One of the first things you have to do when you get mounted is get your frame in the hip. Okay? The other thing is I want my opponent to have their hands on the ground. These things have to kind of happen at the same time. So I have to be able to raise my hips so they put their hands on the ground, but not raise their hips so they slide up under my armpits, and now I'm in the Hardy Buzz, which is the worst position ever. Right? I don't want them under my armpits. I have to keep them down for like 60%. So as soon as Leon gets them out, watch my feet. Look at my feet. Did everybody see how I walked my feet in close and I'm stopping his hips? Good, try to pick your hands up though. Right? It's hard for him to sit back and take his hands off the ground. From here, he's just gonna get rolling. If he can't sit up, good, sit up. Sit up. Yeah, look, if he can't sit up like this where there's no stress on him, look, there's no stress on his back for him to be in this position. Now what I want everybody to understand is, with his position, sometimes you'll try to walk your feet in and he'll stay up here like this. That's fine. He's so weak in the legs at that point that I would just switch to my hip escape. Right? So you have to make them feel uncomfortable. The first thing I do when I get to the mountain is I walk my feet in like this. You see how he's still staying up? But look how easy it is for me to just basically push my way out of this position with like just a hip or a drag. So when you get to the mount right away, he's gonna have his hands down like this, boom, here. I walk my feet in. Everybody see I walk my feet into here first, but I'm still blocking the hips. If I raise my hips first and I'm going after the arms, I'm done now. Now he's all the way up on my chest. My hips are basically null and void. Does that make sense? So first thing I want you to do anytime you get mounted is block the hips and do what? Walk your feet in up on your toes. Like I want to walk, walk, walk. Now I've got some tension on him where he feels that tension. Then I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to come outside in, kind of chop a little bit. I'm going to bring it into like this, like my hand here. Right? I didn't want to go, and now I release everything on the hips and go after the arm because he's just going to he's going to slide up. So I have to make sure that I keep this blocker in. I come in here and I now start to get my trap and I bring it in here like this. Ready? If he tries to pull it out, right? I still have this is buying me time to be able to sweep. And then look, my feet are really close. If I'm down here like this, I can't bridge that high. If I already walked my feet in here, I can bridge really high. And I can make my way back over the top and get my sweep. Make sense? So these are things that I really want to pay attention to when you're getting mounted. It should be immediate. So when we're doing the drill, try not to pay attention to it, especially if you've been here a while. Where it's like, okay, you did your turn. All right, hold on a second. Now I'm in the mount, I'm going to do your turn. No, when I get mounted, go ahead. Did everybody see how right away I got to here? I didn't go, oh, all right, that's pretty good. All right, now I'm going to bring my hands in. I'm going to do what I was going to do. I understand if you're new, that's what you're going to be doing. But if you're here and I'm asking you to do this like a drill, your job is to make sure that you're ready when you're going over. Not have it be an afterthought. Oh man, I didn't see the mount coming. Like, why should I see the mount coming? And then for Leon, he has his hand around the head. Just for practice sake, until you get to a certain level, I want your arms wide and chest low. Because now I have to go fishing for his arms to get him back. So the first thing I'm going to pay attention to is hips. Right? I'm going to be walking up and I'm going to be hips here. Now I can start to go after his arms a little bit and see if I can get my trap. Okay. clear on that? Yeah.
Can you explain? You probably explain it better. They're more elbow dragging out.
Okay, so let's talk about the hip
Yeah,
high sweep now.
like instead of like rolling up on their arms sideways, I guess they're pulling themselves away from the body.
They move their hip out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you kind of take yourself off the angle. So now in talking about the hip high sweep, it's okay sometimes when I do it by myself, okay? So solo, I'm here like this and I go to sit up. Does everybody see how my hips are still in front of me? So that doesn't make me very strong to be able to sit up the rest of the way without them pushing me. So what I need to do is when I'm gonna put my feet down, just my regular elbow drag. I want to roll to the side a little bit and bring my arm down like this. Now when my feet open, watch I drag my hip back just a little bit. Feet open, I drag my hip back just a little bit. So now when I get to my hand, I go elbow hand. You see how my hips are behind me now. This is a much stronger position to be able to operate from. I'm not just getting pushed back down. They push my upper body a little bit, what am I gonna do? Fix it right here. I'm not gonna fight it with my abs and push my top part back. And now I'm in a great position. Look how high I can go. Does everybody see how I'm using my legs and pulling the elbow away from the body? We're going this way. We're not going this way. I'm not just turning and stepping over the top. I'm trying to drive and make you long like a log. You can actually do this. I'll do it with Leon. If you find that you have to end up doing it slowly. Okay, so he goes armpits. You're gonna make sure when you're getting up that you're paying attention to clear. Open. I drag back a little bit and I want to get to here. Now I'm bringing the elbow away from the body in this position. I'm gonna try to do it slowly so you can see. And in some cases you can even walk these. But I want you to note that my feet are on the floor. This is what I mean by walking. You see how I'm walking away from him? Look how long I get him. I want to stretch him out long like a log so he rolls. The more he can do this, the harder it is to roll. Right, so we're never going side to side. We're always going X angle to X angle. Does that make more sense? Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to give everybody another 3 to 4 minutes on fixing this drill. If you're more advanced, this time instead of doing, or every other time let's say, you'll get swept, person will do Oompa. You'll get swept if you're a more advanced person on top, S-mount, arm bar. You want to see it? Excuse me. I ended up sweeping to the mount. You want to do arm bar me? That's fine.
Oh, no,
Yeah, go ahead. Here, it'll be the same.
No,
I'm gonna do it. So you're gonna do sweep to S-mount arm bar.
Okay, up and over.
Yeah, same one. Same one. Boom, then still practice. See it then, man. I get here. He slides up. Gets to his S-mount. Steps over.
This one. I wasn't sure which one you wanted. I wasn't sure if you wanted to bridge me that way, so I.
So first time I'll do the sweep, and I'll sweep you back. Then the second time you're gonna do the S-mount arm bar. But
Well,
then
no,
you're
when
gonna
we
go.
were like this, I was kind of, I wasn't sure if you were going to try to sweep me, so that's why I went this one.
Yeah, that's fine. For the people that are going to be doing this, they already know. Right? If you're more advanced, like you're blue belting up, like, or if you really feel confident in what you're doing, then you can try this last part. But for everybody else, just keep doing exactly what we just did and fix those finer points. Things that I really want you to pay attention to. When you're in the air, getting swept, is when you start thinking about the mount. Exactly. Right? I'm here, I'm getting swept, oh my. Right away I should be here getting ready. Right? And especially if there's a striking scenario, I don't want to get mounted and then start getting punched. Right? I have to right away get on the hands and start walking these feet in. It's way easier for me to keep my hips up when I walk in on my toes. Rather than trying to be here like this is all glutes and back and abs. Right? So but I would walk my feet in like this, even me just sitting here naturally, look. My hips are up off the ground. I raise it up a little bit if I have to, so they keep their hands on the ground, and then we get to either this side or this side for my block.
When
Okay.
we're in the S-mount, do you want us to give a reaction, like either try to bridge or if they don't feel
I
bridge?
mean, what's the level of your partner? You know, if you're working with somebody that's
I'm going with like help here with Hillary, so.
well, he should be capable of doing it.
If you get it like that. Get it like that.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to see you.
That's Blade.
Miles Davis, yeah.
No, it's Blade. He has to wear them so he doesn't disintegrate because he's a vampire.
I will call you Miles Davis if you started using the word motherfucker. Like I said motherfucker every
Or
other sentence.
Ray Charles.
Yeah, we can go there too. I'm gonna hear your version of God Bless America
I
first.
like top-notch.
Stevie Wonder.
All right, let's get some more reps on this. 3, 2, or go. I'm gonna give you 3 or 4 minutes before I change the drill, so let's be diligent.
I know about this.
Oh, look, she forgot.
That was so funny.
Walk your feet in, Lewis, when you get mounted. You're going again. You ready? Get ready for the mount. Arm, feet up. Walk. There we go. Now start to function. Yeah, I know why you went that way, because there was somebody there. Whatever side I'm walking on, this is going to be the easiest one for me to track. Okay, so if I'm going the other way. On your elbow. Off your elbow, get your hand ready.
There's different kinds of S-mount. This is the S-mount.
Right. Almost like a triangle type.
I'm not comfortable doing it like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah, now straighten this leg. Now sit on that hip.
I'm good right there.
I want to worry about that phase where people start grabbing their hands.
Yeah, you're good at A and B stuff.
It's like if you sit up, you'll get triangle. If you let go of the grip, you know.
That's like when you set up the hip hike, if you don't get it, then you fall back a bit more.
Yeah, I'll get
Same
more.
idea.
Or I'll AP with like the scissors.
Right. That way people will know later.
Yeah, it's just a different word I use.
Okay, I like that everybody is diligently drilling. I'm going to start to add some more stuff to this. If you're new, don't worry too much. Just go back and work the first part again. We're starting from the guard. Another one of my favorite sweeps. Starting the guard. This motion is super important, but it's not easy. Okay, I'm gonna fight for a collar because I think it's the best way to practice it. Okay, you can do a gi, you can do a no-gi. Some people ain't going after the head. You can. I'm not gonna pull out. I'm just gonna hold you with it. Okay, it's a yeah. So we're doing the flower sweep. A lot of people know this one. It's a very good sweep. It's a very good position to even just to make somebody have to change what they're doing on top, because it's a great way to off balance people. Okay? Everything we've been doing so far has been X angle, which is from where I'm sitting. These are my X angle positions, right? So these are my armpits. I have to get to the inside, right? So I'm gonna just work the pummel to the inside, and I'm gonna get my grip. The same side that I'm gripping is gonna be the same side leg I want to go underneath. Okay? I won't go underneath. Okay? I'm starting with lifting up my hip first, and I'm bringing my hand underneath the leg like this. When I drop my hips, I'm rotating myself over to that side. Drop, rotate. Did everybody see how I opened my legs? So the inside of my legs didn't cause friction for me to be able to get to this position. Now what I want you to notice is, where my foot is facing right now, my left foot, is where I'm sweeping here. It's not this way. The other loaded part of this gun is the fact that I rotated myself enough so all of his weight is on my hamstring. Everybody see that? So the pendulum part of this would have happened as I was coming through for the sweep, but I can always start and stop this one. Okay, so I'm going in this direction. I'll just start my swing again. Swing, push. I fold that foot back underneath, and I end up back. Yeah, see, right away, he lifts his hips and blocks. So I have to end up here. Yeah, and he go ahead, bridge, and I end up back over again. You see how we were ready when we got there? So a big part of this practice is understanding when you're doing a drill, don't disconnect the techniques, because we're doing them because they always will work back and forth. Even if you don't get the oompa right away, your first order of business when you get mounted is that. I don't care what sweep you do from the mount. Your first order of business when you get mounted is that. If you don't do that part, everything from the mount is going to be way harder. Make sense? Same thing we're talking about with this sweep. Whichever way you want to go. Now I go in this direction. I grab cross grip, 4 fingers in. I'm going to grab on this side. We're going to underhook the leg on this side. Don't just reach from here. Keep your guard closed. Get a little bit of a lift. And what I do is when I drop my hips, I open my legs wide like this so I can rotate. I do not care what he does with his outside arm. None of it works in his advantage. You notice he almost ended up with the arm on the inside and took it and put it in a different spot. It's not a great angle for him, so I don't really care. So same thing again. I'm going to lift up, and when I drop my hips, I want to try to do this slowly. Stay on your back, not on your side, so like a turtle on its shell. Open wide, and I rotate all the way over here. You see how his weight is on the hamstring? You see where I'm pushing? I'm going to go push. I fold in my bottom foot underneath me so he doesn't land on it, and now I use this to get back up. Look right away, he's already on this. I can even get an opportunity to attack. He's already in a much better position to do any escape that he wants to from the mount. Okay? If you're more advanced and you've been here, I want you to A-B between when you get mounted, your oompa, and your hip escape. So now he's going to do hip escape. He's going to look for, yep, pump, hips come back out, 1, 2, and now guess what? He can now do the same sweep that I just did here. You like it? I'm glad Abby likes it. You guys like it too? And find out how much you like it. This. Yeah, so he's just going to grab onto the neck. I'm going to give him that same tension. As soon as he lets go, look, rotation, and look, easy push, cut, right through. We're doing this in slow motion. And then right away, I'm walking up in here. Yeah, I'm talking. You're right. You're right. Right? I was talking through your technique. Like, touche. I like that. Once a gamer, always a gamer. Okay, let's get some reps on this. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ready, brother?
Push his knee. Yeah, I was gonna say, you said you're gonna push it. Yeah. So now I have to make it even longer, right? So if you push that down, I become a lot longer. And if there's I'm trying to. I would normally add that in.
Watch out. He talks that thing big time. Okay. Heads up. That was good. Yeah.
Okay, now this one, put it over my head. Yeah. Okay, now hinge along the legs. This leg, big circle. Okay, pendulum goes up. Yep. Tough.
I'm trying to get in there too. Maybe one day we can be on the same card. Right?
You might not want to do an amateur with me, though, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You might just want to go right.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see.
No, let this go. I want you to stay tight. You're gonna go swing forward, cut underneath the pitch. Ready, go. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Much better. Good. All right, everybody, break. Come on back over. Okay. Final points of the techniques we want to pay attention to because we're putting together, this is our drilling and killing class that I want to have for like the next month. Okay? So we're in the second week. By the time we get through the second week, I should be able to now go back to people that are coming in this class and be like, okay, you know how we're starting. Just said, right, we're starting right here. Hip body sweep, the mount, Oompa, reversal. Hip body sweep, the mount, S1 armbar if you're at that level. Like I want to see you chaining all this stuff together and being diligent about your drilling. This way now I can go back and we can have some of these conversations. So-and-so is sitting there way down. This doesn't work anymore. Yes, it does. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so-and-so is doing this, and now I can't. Okay, good. This is why we need to do this, so we can come up with all the little sticky points that might not work, so we can have the best technique when we're actually trying to do it live. Right? My biggest pet peeve for jiu-jitsu, and I did it too, and many other people do it, is they'll start doing a technique. It'll work in class, it'll work in the drill. They try it live a couple of times, and they're missing so many key points when they're doing it live because it's on the fly. And they go, this technique just doesn't work for me, and they throw it out the window. Something as good as this sweep. This sweep, everybody should be able to do. It's a fantastic sweep. You're going to notice as you get up to the ranks, I might even just half-ass this sweep to get 5 other things because it really gives you a great angle and puts people off balance. Key points when we're talking about this technique: do not turn on your side. Everybody knows what a turtle would look like if I flipped it over, correct? It would look like this. Do I have a lot of friction on the ground from this position? Does everybody see how the rotation's easy? If I don't tuck my chin and make my legs wide, I'm not going to be able to make that rotation. The first thing I'm going to do when I pull on that leg is turn on my hip. So many people were doing this, kind of half-ass open their legs, and then when they pull, that's the first thing that happened, and now right away you're off kilter. Remember, I want this hamstring to be my pushing. It's like the bottom of my foot, but on my leg. Okay, that's where I need to end up. So when we open, here, lift, as soon as I open, look, wide, my chin is up. Look how easy I can rotate from here. As soon as I keep my head lower, it's a lot harder to turn because my shoulders are on the ground. So real important, you pay attention to those points, and you're going to really notice how many other things that you can lead into than just getting off on an angle. Okay, beginning people, sweep, I want to sweep, I want to sweep. You have to find the timing of that pendulum. Swing, chop, and then swing. We get to the top of the swing, they're coming forward. I'm pushing with the hamstring leg, right? To get them off balance, to be able to get the sweep to get back on top. If those are all proper, you will sweep everybody with this. I guarantee it. And then when you don't get the sweep, I'm going to show you 4 of the things that are sitting right there. You're going to love this position. Okay? Like a good pledge?
I started most of that.
I heard this bullshit from, Damani was telling me that they still do the pledge in school, but they don't make anybody stand up.
No, that's real.
Bullshit.
Just happened.
It's absolute bullshit. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the teacher's fault. Like, seriously. Try to do that in another country, by the way. Anyway, I won't get in. Any questions on this? We're going to open it up for open grapple. Okay, make sure the weights stay, get your rounds in, get a little bit of sweat going on if you can. I understand if you have to go, but you should still have time. We'll have a little bit of time here at the end. I'll set the timer. If you have any questions on anything you want to talk about, what we did today, or any other questions, I'm going to be here. So thanks very much for being here. That's it.
Everybody, what time would you like to
I guess like in 12:30. Is that okay with you?
After he gets rounds,
So we do